Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm Judge Junsack. I'm going to be presiding today. Do we have our Spanish language interpreter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And we also have a Swahili interpreter and an Amharic interpreter. Hello? Do we have our Swahili interpreter on the line?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have our Amharic interpreter on the line?
No. What was it? I'm sorry, it wasn't the Swahili interpreter. That was one of the parents.
Okay. All right. Were we able to get those two interpreters? Okay. All right. And then we have 3 cases, I believe, where a victim is present: Andrew Stewart, Francisco Zapoveda, and Marco Martinez. Are the victims all here on those cases? Hello?
Hello, no, my name is Luis Luna. I'm one of the victims.
Okay. Which case are you here on, sir?
It's for Angel Luna.
Okay, yeah, I see that. All right. Thank you, sir. Any other victims present?
Yes, sir. I'm a victim rep for Mr. Igo is the defendant.
Igo, okay. Let's see. Okay. All right, just those 2 or any other victims present? Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jail here.
Good morning. We're ready.
Morning.
We're ready to go anytime.
Sounds good. I had Mr. Arguez Daniel coming up first.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Give a big shout out to Righteous Monkey. Happy birthday, man. Have a good day.
I'm sorry, Kim, did you say I could give him the out of custody hearing date? Did you say I could give him the out of custody hearing date? Okay. All right, sir, could you please state your full name?
Daniel Joaquin Alvarez Jr.
Thank you. And Mr. Aguas, you were charged with 1 count of assault. That's a class 1 misdemeanor. You do have the right to remain silent. And I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You're already in custody on another matter, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So on this case, you're going to be released on your own recognizance. You have a hearing coming up on October 1st, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. I'm ordering you to have no contact with the alleged victim. And do you have an attorney representing you in the other matter, sir?
Yes, sir. Am I free to say something about that?
Sure.
I'm gonna be getting sentenced on the 18th of this month. I'm be getting sentenced to prison.
Okay. And who's your attorney on that case, sir?
Coping.
Say that again, please.
His last name's Coping.
Hoping with a C?
Coopen.
Okay. All right, you can talk to him, sir, and see if he's able to represent you on this matter. I'm not going to appoint an attorney at this time because I'm releasing you on this matter. I think that's it, sir. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. All right, then we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, good morning.
There you go.
I don't do misdemeanors.
Are you Mr. Hannon?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, could you please state your full name?
Donald Wayne Hannon Jr.
Thank you. And Mr. Hannon, you're charged with 1 count of assault. That's a class 3 misdemeanor. You do have the right to remain silent. Hang on here. And are you in custody on another matter, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. In this matter, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You have a hearing coming up on October 1st, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. That'll be in Pima County Justice Court. You're not to have any contact with the alleged victim. And I'm not appointing you attorney at this point because I'm releasing you on this case. You'll remain in custody on your other matter. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Are you Mr. Williams?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Williams, could you please state your full name?
Jacques Tyrese Williams.
All right. And sir, you have 1 count, and that's assault, a class 1 misdemeanor. Under the law, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. And give me just a minute here. All right, sir. In this case, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You'll still be in custody in your other matter, but you have a hearing coming up in Pima County Justice Court. That's October 1st, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. You're not to have any contact with the alleged victim. I'm not appointing you an attorney in this matter because I'm releasing you. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. We're adjourned.
Thank you.
Okay,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good
I'm
morning.
the interpreter for the Amharic.
Okay. All right,
It wasn't working, the Microsoft, so she tried to call me, but it hung up. So I'm
all right.
gonna wait. Okay,
Okay, thank you very much.
you're welcome, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm hearing people talk. Please mute or don't talk. All right, are you Ms. Brewbaker?
Yes, Your Honor.
Could you please state your full name?
Tatiana Brewbaker.
All right, Ms. Brewbaker, you have one charge, which is disorderly conduct, domestic violence. That's a class 1 misdemeanor. Under the law, you do have the right to remain silent, and I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Let me give you the date here. Okay, we've got that. I'm going to order that you commit no acts of domestic violence, that you have no contact with the alleged victim, and do not go to the victim's residence or work. At this time, I'm not appointing you an attorney because I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. So the hearing, if I didn't give you that date, it's October 1st at 10:30 a.m. at Pima County Justice Court. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
Brule?
All right, are you Ms. Brule?
Yes,
Ma'am, could you please state your full name?
Dara Brule.
Thank you. And Ms. Brule, you were picked up on an arrest warrant. You've got 3 charges: criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. That's a class 1 misdemeanor. Failure to appear, 2 charges of that. Those are both class 2 misdemeanors. Under the law, you do have the right to remain silent, and So, ma'am, I'm going to set a bond of $500. And let me give you your hearing date, just a moment.
21.
All right, so I do need to appoint her an attorney. This one? Yeah. This one. So. All right, hang on just a moment, ma'am.
Okay.
It goes to 50, 60, $120.
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to appoint you conflict attorney Janet Altschuler. And your next hearing is on September 3rd at 1 p.m. As I said, I'm setting bond at $500. If you do post bond, you need to be at that next hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
Yes.
Do you have any questions, ma'am?
No. So September 3rd.
September 3rd at 1 p.m. You'll get some paperwork.
Okay. And is that justice court?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
Thank you.
All right, ma'am, could you please state your full name?
Barbara Lynn Halterman.
Okay. And Ms. Halterman, you have one count, which is assault domestic violence. That's a class 3 misdemeanor. You do have the right to remain silent. I'm not appointing an attorney to represent you at this time because I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. But you do have to be at the next hearing, which is October 1st, 2024 at 10:30 a.m. That's at Pima County Justice Court. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes.
And let's see, hang on just a moment. All right, and the victim is not requesting any restrictions on contact, so you'll be ordered to commit no acts of domestic violence, but no restrictions beyond that. Do you have any questions, ma'am?
Yes. Does that mean I can go home?
Yes, it does.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions?
No.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
Upstairs. Chair.
All right, are you Mr. Johnson?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson, could you please state your full name?
Monty Johnson Jr.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson, you have 2 counts Disorderly conduct, domestic violence, that's a class 1 misdemeanor. And criminal damage, domestic violence, that's a class 2 misdemeanor. And you do have the right to remain silent. In this case, the victim is not requesting any contact restrictions. So I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You have a hearing coming up on October 1st, 2024 at 10:30 a.m. That's at Pima County Justice Court. If you don't appear for that hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm ordering that you commit no acts of domestic violence. I'm not appointing an attorney for you at this time because I am releasing you on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions, sir?
So that means that I'm able to go back home, correct?
That's correct, yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
Sure. Easy.
Hello there.
Good morning.
Morning. Sir, could you please state your full name?
Casey Patrick Millan,
Okay.
Benjamin Franklin, Hunter Biden, Hunter Noel Biden, Hunter Biden Millan House. No name.
Hang on, sir.
I was arrested in my house. I wasn't supposed to be arrested. They broke into my house.
Okay, sir.
That's
Sir, you do have the right to remain silent, and I suggest you exercise that right because anything you say can be used against you, okay? Hang on, I'm just looking through your file. So Maria, he's got 2 files, but I don't see the. This is a ticket income. So is that going to automatically go to the same date and time? This ticket income.
So both of those cases are being seen.
Okay. So they'll both be at the same date and time. Okay. All right. Thank you. But he also has one on the conditions of release for loitering.
Justice courts?
Yeah, that's for justice court.
Yeah.
So would that also be the same
No,
date and time?
That's gonna be, it's a whole different court. And,
That'll be it. Okay. Okay. Got it. Hang on, sir. You got actually 3 cases here, so I'm just having to coordinate them all.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be.
Okay, sir, let's go through.
What did you mention about my loitering case? That was taken care of. I never appeared in court, but I was there,
Okay.
or I wasn't, but it was taken care of.
We're gonna,
Yeah.
sir, we're gonna
Yeah.
address that case, so hang on. All right, you have, you've got the, like, as you mentioned, the failure to appear and the loitering. Failure to appear is a class 2 misdemeanor, loitering is a class 3 misdemeanor. You've also got, criminal trespass. Yeah, that's a class 1 misdemeanor. Drug paraphernalia, that's a class 1 misdemeanor. And then you've got, okay, that's it. That looks like it. So that's,
The misdemeanors?
yeah, so, sir, you've got a hearing coming up on,
I don't have any felonies?
sir, hold on.
Yes.
You don't have any felonies. Let me talk, okay? You've got, a hearing coming up on your criminal trespass, drug paraphernalia, criminal trespass again, another drug paraphernalia, the failure to appear, and the loitering. Those are all going to be on December 8th, 2024 at 9:30 a.m. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance in that case. And then you've got the loitering case. I'm also going to release you on your own recognizance. And you have a hearing coming up in that case, October 1st, 2024 at 9:30 a.m. That's Pima County Justice Court. And I'm not appointing an attorney to represent you at this point because I'm releasing you in all the cases. You do need to make sure you appear at both of those hearings. If you don't appear, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions, sir?
No.
All right, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Well, me. So nothing else.
Are you Mr. Padilla?
Sir.
Well, hang on, sir. Just let me, you've got multiple files here, so I've got to look through these.
Okay.
Is, counsel for the state, is there a probation hold on Mr. Padilla?
No, there's not.
Okay. All right. Okay, sir, you've got multiple cases, so you have, a probation, a revocation of probation out of Tucson City Court. We'll go through each case separately. And for all of these cases, you do have the right to remain silent, so I want to make sure you know that. So for your, and then Maria, then I would appoint the city public defender on that one. Okay. All right, so on the revocation matter, I'm setting bond at $2,500. I'm going to appoint the the city public defender to represent you. You do have a hearing coming up on September 18th, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. If you do postpone and are released, you need to make sure you're at that next hearing. If you're not, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Okay, let's move on to your other cases. The traffic and jaywalk, the traffic and drug paraphernalia all go on the same date and time. Okay. And then that's that.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Joe Mason. I didn't know what you said. But see, like,
All right, sir, then you have another case with the DV disorderly conduct charge. Look here.
You guys should be the process.
All right, and why don't Maria? I don't have Kim. I don't have a file, a hard file for the. And there's a separate conditions of release file. Or for charges other than the city court stuff. Especially, okay.
And the
There's-
minutes will all be addressed, all four of them should be addressed in that minute entry.
Four of them. Okay, so I don't need to do a conditions of release. He's a,
Only just. I was not out for that.
okay, but is this a mistake then? Is it- Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, hang on, sir. I'm trying to sort out all your cases. Okay, and then he would get. I'll give him that same. All right, so we covered the city court cases. For your justice court case, you have a domestic violence disorderly conduct charge. On that case, I'm setting bond at $500. You have a hearing coming up September 3rd, 2024 at 1 p.m. If you do postpone and are released, you do need to make sure you come to that hearing. If not, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I'm ordering that you not commit acts of domestic violence. You have no contact with the alleged victims or return to the, or go to the victim's residence or work. I'm appointing Janet Altschuler. She's a conflict counsel. All right, do you have any questions, sir?
Bonds, $500.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
500 in this case, and it's 2,500 in your probation revocation matter.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions, sir?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. We're adjourned.
Thank you.
Sit down.
All right.
All right, sir. Could you state your full name, please?
I'm Randall Robert Perez.
Thank you. And Mr. Perez, you've got a couple cases. Hang on. So out of city court, you've got possession of drug paraphernalia ×2, shoplifting, another possession of drug paraphernalia, criminal trespass, and possession of drug paraphernalia again. And then you've also got a Pima County Justice Court case. That's the shoplifting matter. And that's also you have failure to appear. So the shoplifting is class 1 misdemeanor, failure to appear is class 2 misdemeanor. Under the law, you do have the right to remain silent. And so hang on, I'm going to give you some dates on your release conditions.
That's going to be a time.
Okay, on your city court matters, I'm setting bond at $500. And you do have a hearing coming up on September 10th, 2024. That's a video review. If you post bond and you're released, you need to make sure you appear for that hearing. If you don't, a warrant could issue for your arrest. And I am appointing the city public defender to represent you on those matters. And then moving on to your justice court matter. I'm also going to set bond at $500. And your hearing date is in that case is September 3rd, 2024 at 1 p.m. And let me give you your attorney's name. Hang on. I'm going to appoint Janet Altschuler to represent you. She's a conflict counsel. And you're not to return to the incident location. You're also not to possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. Do you have any questions on either case, sir?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. We're adjourned.
Am I gonna be released today, sir?
You have a bond of $500 in each case, so you'd have to post that before you're released.
Thank you.
Stackpool.
No, I mean that, yeah, you can change it. Yes, absolutely. All right. Okay. Okay. I'll spread it out there. Are you Ms. Stackpool?
Yes,
Could you please state your full name?
Jessica Burrow Stackpool.
All right, and Ms. Stackpool, you were arrested for one count, which is assault, domestic violence. And you do have the right to remain silent. Give me just a minute to look through your file. All right, Ms. Stackpool, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You have a hearing coming up on October 1st, 2024 at 10:30 a.m. If you don't appear for that hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I am going to order that you commit no acts of domestic violence. You're not to contact the alleged victims or go back to the victim's residence or workplace. At this time, I'm not appointing you an attorney because I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
Go downstairs, see what the females.
I'm sorry. Okay, sir, could you please state your full name?
Gabriel Steinbrenner. I just want to give you an update. I was just released from the Pima County Jail. I did 2 months in jail. I don't know why the Marana district had me on a red radar list for picking me up for warrants for my arrest. I did 2 months in jail. I just got released. I was only out for this week at least. I don't know why they put me up and red flagged me and put warrants for my arrest when they knew I was in jail for 2 months already, and they all released me in the proper accordingly fashion.
Okay,
sir. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say is the Marana police and the Marana district attorney knew that I was in jail. They dropped all those charges there. They gave me no I took my lumps and I did that thing. Then I went to the the criminal court. They gave me a 29-day plea waiver because they knew what this was all going down. All of a sudden, Miranda gets a hard up their butt. They decided to put a couple of warrants on me. I'm sitting at the Miranda bus stop. I forgot. No, I basically was a sitting target for 4 Miranda peace officers.
All right.
Apparently, I had a warrant for my arrest when I squashed all this stuff when I was in jail.
Okay. Well, sir, I can only go by what's in front of me. So
Okay.
you got a city court case with criminal.
Yes,
Hold on.
Sorry.
Hold on, sir. You got a city court case. The charges are criminal trespass and disorderly conduct, and then you have a misdemeanor case. A justice court case.
And I was about to call.
Sir, hold on. Let me talk, okay?
I'm sorry.
I can only do so much at this hearing today, okay?
Apologize.
All right. So you got your other case is possession of drug paraphernalia. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release you on the cases, but you've got some hearings coming up, and then you can straighten all this out, okay?
That means I can go home today.
You're gonna be released today whenever they process you out.
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that.
Hang on, I gotta give you your hearing dates and your release conditions.
Okay. I get to go home today, sir, right?
Unless there's something else that you're being held
No.
on.
No, I'm not held on nothing else, right? I get to go home, right?
I'm just releasing you on, sir, I'm just releasing you on these matters, so I don't know what else you might have going on, okay?
All right, thank you so much, sir.
All right, so hang on, I gotta go through both cases. So in your city court cases, you've got a hearing coming up on September 9th, 2024 at 1:45 p.m.
Okay.
And I'm not appointing you counsel on that case because I'm releasing you. But you do need to be present at that next hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. So hang on.
All right.
We could go through your other stuff here.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. And then on your other case, I'm sorry, I said it was Justice Court, but it's Marana City Court. My mistake.
Yeah. Marana. It's been a Marana.
That's the drug possession case. So let me give you a hearing date on that.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so your hearing date on that case is, and this is in Marana City Court, September 30th, 2024 at 10 a.m. Again, if you don't show up for that hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest.
Well, today's the 30th. Today's September 30th.
No, today's September 1st.
Okay.
The hearing is hold on. The hearing is September 30th at 10 a.m. Today's September 1st.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So in that case, you're not to possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm not appointing an attorney to represent you at this time because I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. And sir, you do need to make a special effort to appear for both of these hearings.
Yes, sir.
Because if you don't, your problems are just going to continue and get worse. Okay.
Yes, sir. I understand.
So I'm taking you at your word that you're going to appear for those hearings.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right. We're adjourned. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Stewart. Stewart.
All right, sir, could you please state your full name?
Yes, sir. It's Andrew Collins Stewart.
All right, thank you. Okay, sir, you have one count, which is assault, domestic violence. It's a class 1 misdemeanor. You do have the right to remain silent. Let me go through here. I'm going to give you your release conditions in just a moment.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You have a hearing coming up on September 25th at 10:30 a.m. That's in Oro Valley City Court. You do need to be present at that hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. The victim in this case has not asked for any restrictions on contact, so I'm not putting any contact restrictions in place, but you are ordered not to commit any acts of domestic violence.
Understood.
And I'm not going to appoint you an attorney at this point because I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Let me make sure I have everything correct here. All right, do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
Thank you.
Hold it up.
Yep. Okay, and I forgot to ask the victim. Is the victim for Andrew Stewart here? All right, I apologize for not bringing that up. The victim did want to speak on the Andrew Stewart case. My mistake. All right, are you Mr. Sepulveda?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, could you please state your full name?
Francisco Ignacio Sepulveda Romero.
Thank you. Just give me a moment to look at your file. Hang on, sir. I'm just going over your release conditions and then I'll explain what they are. Custody. All right, sir. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Your next hearing is October 1st, 2024 at 10:30 a.m. That's in Pima County Justice Court. If you're not present for that hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. The victim in this case has not asked for any restrictions, so I'm just ordering that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, but you are able to have contact with the victim. I'm not going to appoint you an attorney at this time because I'm releasing you. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right, thank you very much. We're adjourned. Oh, shoot, I forgot to answer. I'm sorry, the victim for Sepulveda, did you want to make any comments?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm sorry I didn't call you sooner. All right, next case.
Go downstairs, so tell his man.
All right, sir. What is your name, please?
Dakota Sterling Cook.
Cook. Okay, hang on just a moment. Okay. Okay, Mr. Cook, you have one count against you, that's theft. You do have the right to remain silent. And let's see. And in this case, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You have a hearing coming up October 8th, 2024 at 9:30. That's in Tucson City Court. You do need to be present at that hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. And do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
Thank you.
Gonzalez.
All right. Ma'am, could you please state your full name?
Celeste Eileen Gonzalez Hernandez.
Thank you. Ma'am, you have one count, which is assault domestic violence. You do have the right to remain silent. I am going to release you on your own recognizance. You have a hearing coming up on October 8th, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. That's in Tucson City Court. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you. Also, you're not to commit any acts of domestic violence. You're not to have any contact with the victim, and you're not to return to the victim's residence or workplace. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, thank you. We're adjourned.
Neil.
All right, sir, could you please state your full name?
Sergio Haramian Jr.
Thank you. And Mr. Jaramillo, you have 4 counts: assault, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, assault, another, and that's domestic violence, another assault, domestic violence, and in a disorderly conduct, domestic violence. You do have the right to remain silent. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You have a hearing coming up on September 10th, 2024 at 1:45. That's in Tucson City Court. And the victim has not asked for any no contact provisions, so there's no restrictions there. But you are not to commit any acts of domestic violence. I'm not appointing you an attorney at this time because I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions, sir?
Yes. What time was it for again and what day was it?
It's September 10th at 1:45.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else, sir?
No, that will be all.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
Amen.
Morning.
All right, could you state your name, please?
Angel Alberto Luna.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Luna, you're charged with one count, which is threatening or intimidating. That's a EV offense.
Yes, sir.
And I believe there's a victim present. On this case, does the victim wish to be heard on release conditions? Hello?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead, sir.
Hello.
Yes, do you want to be heard on release conditions?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Yes, no, I would just, I would recommend, anger management. Just to abstain from, his aggressive body language, violent behavior, clenched fist, and then such as holding objects like a hammer or a pitchfork.
Yeah, sir, let me interrupt you. I'm going to ask you not to tell me anything specific about the case. But
Okay.
what I have is that you requested no contact and that you did not want him to return to your residence. Is that correct?
He actually lives there, sir. That's his, that's where he stays at. That's his place, so he's allowed to go back over there, sir.
Okay. All right. Do you want to have contact with him?
No.
Okay. So I leave the no contact in place, but not action on the residence.
That's correct.
You don't live there, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. So if I put that he's not to return to your residence, that's okay. Is that right?
That is correct. That, and then also at work.
Okay, I'll add that as well.
May I say something?
Hold on, sir. Anything else from the victim?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So you brought up, anger management, et cetera. That'll be decided later on in the procedure. At this point, I'm just setting release conditions.
I
All right. So Mr. Luna, I'm going to.
Excuse me, sir. It was
Hold on. I did forget to tell you, you do have the right to remain silent. And
Yes, sir.
I would suggest that you exercise that right and not talk about the case.
No, it wasn't about the case, sir.
Okay, but did you have a question?
With my brother there, I'd like to have permission just to go to the water department to get my water turned on, because he works there and that's his place of work. I don't know how.
This is your apartment?
No, this is my property. And
okay, so hold on, sir. Sir, I'm going to be releasing you so you can go and take care of that yourself.
Okay, so I just want to have permission to go to the water department and then turn my water on. Because he works at the city, at that area, at that department, that facility, I mean.
Well, okay, but you can ask someone else to do that, correct?
Oh, they put in my name on my behalf? I didn't know that. Okay.
I don't know, but you don't have to contact him to shut the water off, do you?
No, turn it on.
Okay.
No, I don't. No.
Okay. All right.
I just wanted to let you know that was his place of work. That's where he works.
Okay.
There.
All right. You can go back to you can go to his place of work. Hold on, sir. For that express service, that express reason, but that's a one-time thing, and you're not going to have any contact with him. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Very much.
All right, so I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Your next hearing is October 1st, 2024 at 2 p.m. That's in Tucson City Court. If you're not present at that hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're not to commit any acts of domestic violence. You're not to have any contact with the victim, and you're not to go to the victim's residence or place of work except for what we discussed. So I'm gonna,
Yes.
I'm gonna write here, you said you want to turn on the water or turn off the water?
Yeah, I have to turn it on somehow.
Okay. So let me write that in so that's clear.
Thanks.
All right, so I'm just gonna say, may go to victim's work one time to take care of utilities.
That's correct.
All right. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right, we're adjourned. Thank you. Oh, sorry.
So I'm let out of my own reconnaissance, right?
You're released on your own recognizance, yes.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Sit down, fill the bells.
Oh, I got that.
No, you're gonna, what, sit down, fill the bells.
Martinez, Padilla.
Thank you for catching that. Okay. Sir, could you please state your full name?
Alan Martinez.
Thank you. And Mr. Martinez, you have 3 counts. They're all disorderly conduct, and one of them is disorderly conduct, domestic violence. You do have the right to remain silent. And sir, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You have a hearing coming up on October 8th, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. If you're not present for that hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And so I am ordering that you commit no acts of domestic violence, have no contact with the victim, and do not go to the victim's residence or place of work. I'm not appointing an attorney for you at this time because I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right, thank you very much. We're adjourned.
Don't tell the members.
Wow. We got a long way to go. Sir, could you please state your full name?
Marco Antonio Martinez.
Thank you. And Mr. Martinez, you have 4 counts: assault, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, and 2 counts of disorderly conduct. And is there a victim on the phone in this case for Marco Martinez? Hello? Okay. All right, so Mr. Martinez, I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance. You do have a hearing coming up. Hold on. Oh, it says 8. Oh, 7th. Okay, you have a hearing on October 7th, 2024 at 9:30 a.m. That's in Tucson City Court. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you. And I'm ordering that you not commit acts of domestic violence, that you have no contact with the victim, and that you not go to the victim's residence or place of work. I'm not appointing an attorney to represent you at this time since I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions, sir?
No.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
Good.
Sir, could you please state your full name?
Gerald Bernard Ogden III.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Ogden, you have one count, which is assault domestic violence. Under the law, you do have the right to remain silent. I am going to release you on your own recognizance. You have a hearing coming up October 8th, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. If you don't appear for that hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I'm going to order that you not commit acts of domestic violence and that you have no contact with the victim and not go to the victim's residence or place of work. I'm not appointing an attorney to represent you at this time because I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. And let's see. You also have a traffic matter that'll be held at the same date and time as your other hearing. Do you have any questions, sir?
Just one quick one. I guess I probably have to ask my attorney when I see him, but can I request the phone calls in here, because I actually think that the person who started all this actually just admitted that he kind of retaliated and might have
Hold on,
said
sir.
something.
Yeah, let's not talk about the facts of your case, but if there are calls that were made on the jail phone, you can request those. And you can ask, if you get an attorney, you can ask the attorney how to do that.
Thank you.
Do you have any other questions, sir?
No.
All right, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Could you please state your full name?
Isaac Omar Romero.
Thank you. Let's see here. All right, and Mr. Romero, you have 2 counts against you: assault domestic violence and disorderly conduct domestic violence. You do have the right to remain silent. And hang on just a moment here. Okay, I am going to order that you will be released on your own recognizance. You've got a hearing coming up October 8th, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. You do need to be present at that hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Also, I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You're not to have any contact with the victim, and you're not to go to the victim's residence or place of work. At this time, I'm not appointing an attorney to represent you because I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions, sir?
Yes, sir. What if we're both on the lease, sir? And I have all my stuff over there too. And she actually, like, from what I was told, she's not gonna be staying. She's not gonna be staying there.
Okay. At this time, there's no contact. If you need to get your things, you can go over with a police escort. You have to arrange that in advance, so you have to make sure that the police are able to go with you, and they'll stand by while you get your stuff. But at this point, you're not to. Other than that, you're not to go back to the residence.
Yeah, because I was told that she was gonna go back to Green Valley, where with her family. So
All right,
that's
well,
what I'm saying.
okay, you can bring that up at the next hearing. But at this point, you're not to go back to the residence.
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have any other questions, sir?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
Thank you.
So this Okay, this next case would be the Swahili Interpreter. Is the interpreter on the line?
I think.
Sure.
It's Swahili or Amharic? I'm the Amharic.
I'm sorry, I guess we're skipping that, the Swahili case. So we're gonna go with Sunita Rabi, and that's Amharic.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Okay, sir, could you please state your full name?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, this is the wrong guy. It's Ravi that we're gonna be sending up for the Amharic interpreter.
Yes,
Okay.
Okay.
no worries. Wow, it's getting hot in here. Okay. Ma'am, could you please state your full name?
ሰላም ሰላም፣ እኔ አስተርጓሚ ነኝ። ስምሽ ማን ነው? ማን ነው የምትባሊ?
Sunita.
ምን?
Sunita.
My name is Sunita.
Any?
በጠቅላላው ስምሽ ብትለኝ። ሰኒታ ማን ነው?
Sunita Rabi.
Thank you.
Sunita Rabi.
Ms. Rabi, you have 2 counts, criminal trespass and disorderly conduct.
ሁለት ገበል ነው ያለሽ። ሁለት ገበል መመለስ አልነበረብሽም ቦታ የምትሄጂው። እሱ ደግሞ ተጣላሽ ከነሱ ነው የሚልሽ።
You do have the right to remain silent.
ምንም መናገር አትችልም አሁን ዝም በይ።
I'm going to release you on your own recognizance.
ዛሬ ትወጫለሽ። ያንቺ ኃላፊነት ነው።
Your next hearing is October 4th, 2024 at 2 p.m.
የሚቀጥለው ፍርድ ቤት መሄድ አለብሽ። ኦክቶበር የሚመጣ ወር ነው። አሁን ሰፕተምበር ነው፣ ከዛ ኦክቶበር ነው እና በ2 ሰዓት።
If you're not present at that hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest.
መምጣት አለብሽ እዛ ፍርድ ቤት። ካልመጣሽ ሊይዙሽ ይችላሉ። እስር ቤት ልትገቢ እንደገና ትችያለሽ።
I'm going to order you not to return to the incident location.
ፍርድ ቤት ደግሞ በህግ የፍርድ ቤት የተጣላችበት ቦታው መመለስ የለብሽም። እንዳትመለስ እዛ እንዳትሄጂ።
I'm not appointing an attorney for you at this time because I'm releasing you on your own recognizance.
ጠበቃ አላደርግልሽም ዛሬ። ያንቺ ኃላፊነት ነው። ጠበቃ ከፈለግሽ ራስሽ መቅጠር ትችያለሽ ነው የሚልሽ። ግን መምጣት ዛሬ ትወጫለሽ ከእስር ቤት።
Do you have any questions?
ጥያቄ አለሽ? ጥያቄ አለሽ? No.
Thank you. We're adjourned.
አይዞሽ አይዞሽ።
አመሰግናለሁ።
ደህና ሂጂ። ደህና ዋይ። Thank you, Your Honor. Can I be dismissed, Your Honor?
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for having me. Have a good day.
Thank you. Yeah. Of course you did. Okay. All right, so we can call the Swahili case because the interpreter is on the line. That's Sukarani.
Good morning. My name is Bishara Jafama. I am the Swahili Interpreter.
Thank you. And sir, could you please state your full name?
Unaweza ukataja jina lako kamili?
Naitwa Niibizi Shukurani.
Niibizi Shukurani.
Thank you. Sir, you have one count of disorderly conduct, and that's domestic violence.
Uko na shtaka moja ambao ni ya kuwa na mashtaka ya kupigana ambao ni domestic violence.
You do have the right to remain silent.
Unatakikana ukitaka unaweza ukanyamaza.
I'm going to release you on your own recognizance.
Watakuachilia kwa dhamana yako wewe mwenyewe.
Your next hearing is October 8th, 2024 at 1:30 p.m.
Anasema siku ingine ambayo hii kesi yako itatajwa itakuwa ni Oktoba tarehe 8 saa 7:30. Oktoba tarehe 8 saa 7:30.
Asante.
Did he have a question?
Uko na swali yoyote?
Nafikiri kwa sasa hivi sina swali, ni kumshukuru. Nafikiri nitakuwa na swali siku hiyo ya kuitika kwa kusama.
Okay, I don't have a question for today, but that day on October 8th, I may have a question on that day.
Okay. All right, I'm going to order that you commit no acts of domestic violence.
Anasema kwa sasa hivi wakati utakuwa umeachiliwa hauruhusiwi kufanya hautakikani kuingia katika uvunjaji wa sheria ya domestic violence aina yoyote.
And I'm not appointing an attorney at this time because I'm releasing you on your own recognizance.
Anasema kwa sasa hivi hata kuwekea mtu wa kukuwakilisha kwa sababu anakuachilia kwa dhamana yako wewe mwenyewe.
Asante sana, namshukuru.
Thank you so much.
Do you have any questions, sir?
Uko na swali lingine yote tena?
Nafikiri kulingana na kauli yake kwa sasa hivi hatuna cha kuongea, labda ni mpaka kwa hizo tarehe ambazo amepana tunaweza tukaongea.
Okay, for now I don't have any questions until that day on October 8th.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
Na anasema tumemaliza, tutaonana hiyo siku.
Asante sana.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You can be excused. Thank you for coming.
Okay, have a nice day, guys.
I feel like we haven't even made a dent.
Are you doing? Yeah. Man, I think my idea but I was doing laundry stuff and my so on my bicycle. Yeah, I was on my bike. So we're not doing any of these today. We're just back conditions and all these. And my dinner was in the that's what the most my garbage to charge. That's really what's in all of their information. That's what I'm sorry. That's like I found it. That's not so events. Yes,
Okay, sir, could you please state your full name?
Noah Lavelle Adams.
Thank you. And Mr. Adams, you were, you have one count, which is failure to carry identification. That's a class 6 felony. You do have the right to remain silent. And in this case, the county is asking for a $1,000 bond. Does defense counsel wish to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor, we'd ask that you, quiet. We'd ask that you release him to the supervision of pretrial services. I believe that they can supervise him while this case is pending, according to the information provided. It appears he does have a valid ID listing the address that he lives at. He just didn't have it with him, according to the general complaint.
Okay. Any response from the state?
Judge, given his prior felony convictions, he does have 7 prior felonies. He has a history of failing to appear, so that's why we're asking for the $1,000 bond.
Okay. Defense counsel, is there a bond amount that he could post?
No, ma'am, I'm about to flip out, dude. I don't even want to talk to you guys anymore. This is fucking retarded, dude. My ID's at my fucking house.
All right. The record will reflect that the defendant has gotten up and left. All right, give me a moment here. Okay, I'm going to set bond at $1,000. If bond is posted, he'll be supervised by pretrial services. And I'm appointing the public defender to represent Mr. Adams, and his next hearing date is the preliminary hearing in Pima County Justice Court. That's September 11th, 2024 at 1:30. Defense counsel, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned. Is this the, okay, this is the. Do we have the Spanish language interpreter on the line?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm ready.
He speaks Spanish. He speaks English.
Oh, he does? Okay. Are you, defense counsel, are you comfortable going forward without the interpreter?
He speaks English, right?
Yeah.
He said he speaks English.
All right. Thank you. I guess you can be excused.
Okay, I'll stay on the line for this one, Your Honor, just in case he needs me.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Sir, could you please state your full name?
Omar Rangel Bernal.
Thank you. And Mr. Rangel Bernal, you've got one count, which is aggravated assault, domestic violence. You do have the right to remain silent. Hang on just a moment. All right, in this case, the state is asking for a $75,000 bond. Defense counsel, do you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. Apparently there's an ICE hold, so we'd ask that you set a nominal bond. He doesn't have any prior felony arrests or prior misdemeanor domestic violence arrests.
Thank you. And any response from the state?
Judge, nothing additional from the written recommendation.
Okay. Is that the reason for the high amount, the ICE hold?
That's part of it, Judge. The other part of it is strangulation and the fact that the victim is a 16-year-old.
Okay, thank you. All right, give me just a minute.
ICE holds. Don't close the bond. Just so that's we'll get a contract posting of the ICE testing. So same first.
So counsel, sorry to eavesdrop, but Did you say that if you post the bond, the ICE will pick them up?
Yes,
Okay, all right, so it's kind of.
I'm just advising him not to post the bond until he talks to his attorney so that he's making an informed decision.
Got it. All right, I am gonna set bond at $75,000. If bond is posted, he'll be supervised by pretrial services. He's got a hearing coming up on September 11th, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. That's the preliminary hearing in Pima County Justice Court. If bond is posted, Mr. Rahel Bernal, you do need to be present at that next hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I'm also ordering that he commit no acts of domestic violence, that he have no contact with the alleged victim, and that he not return to the victims or not go to the victim's residence or work. And I'm appointing the public defender to represent him. Sir, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions, sir?
If I post bond and they pick me up, I wouldn't be able to come back to the court.
But he wouldn't, so, that's why I'm saying wait to talk to your lawyer. Wait to talk to your lawyer. And, before you post bond, then you can ask them about all the different things that could happen, and then you can make a better decision about, because it's not just this case, it's about possibly going into ICE custody, okay?
But I'll have to stay here until then.
Yes. But you're gonna be in custody either way. If you post bond, you'll be in custody. So you're gonna be in custody whether you post bond or not. Okay?
Okay.
So that's it for today.
Okay.
All right. We'll call our office on Monday.
Monday?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tuesday. Monday's a holiday.
This is the number.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Monday's the holiday. Okay? Okay, thank you. Good.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
Thank you.
There's another expo.
Which one?
Speed.
I think, okay. Good.
Sir, could you please state your full name?
Robert Deming.
All right, thank you, Mr. Deming. Mr. Deming, you've got several cases. You've got felony charges of possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of dangerous drugs ×2. You've got a warrant out of Justice Court, Pima County Justice Court, that's for disorderly conduct. And that's a class 1 misdemeanor. Got another warrant out of Justice Court for criminal damage and disorderly conduct. Those are both class 1 misdemeanors. You've got another warrant for, again, out of Justice Court for assault, domestic violence, criminal damage, domestic violence, possession of drug paraphernalia. And then you've got another warrant, again, out of Justice Court for assault, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, And then you've got a city court case, and that is disorderly conduct, possession of prescription drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. You do have the right to remain silent in all those cases. So let's go through, we'll start with the city court case. Just a minute.
Damn. That. I mean. God damn, that's what I mean, here is on. Sorry. Damn.
Okay, let's see. All right, in the city court case, I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. You have a hearing coming up on October 2nd, 2024 at 9 a.m. And you're not to possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And, sorry, that's a mistake. And at this point, I'm not going to appoint an attorney for you in that case. So you do need, if you're out of custody, you do need to make sure you're present at that next hearing. I said out of custody because you got other matters, but you are being released in this matter. But you do need to make sure you're present at that hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Okay, and let's move on to your other matters. Okay, let's set the, we'll go through the felony case here. Okay. All right, so the court is, or the state is recommending a $100 bond if the defendant is held in the other matters, just so that he gets credit for time served. Hang on. All right, in the felony matter, I'm going to release the defendant to pretrial services. So he's released on his own recognizance, but he'll be supervised by pretrial services. And he's got a hearing coming up on September 23rd, 2024 at 1:30. Mr. Deming, you do need to be present at that hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. That's a preliminary hearing in Pima County Justice Court. I'm ordering that he not possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I am appointing the public defender to represent him. And
Judge, I think you have to set a smart court hearing.
okay. Is that in place of the preliminary hearing or in addition?
In addition.
Okay. All right. Thank you for bringing that up. So I'm setting a smart court hearing for September 10th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Anything else on that case that I missed?
No.
Okay, thank you. All right, and we'll move on to the warrants. Okay. Sorry, there's a lot of cases here. Okay. Okay, all right, so for the first warrant, which is the DV assault, I'm setting the hearing for September 12, 2024 at 9 a.m. I'm releasing the defendant on his own recognizance. So Mr. Deming, you're gonna have to keep track of all these hearings, but if you don't appear for them, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Do you understand that? Sir?
Yes, I do.
All right, so in that case, you're not to have any contact with the alleged victim or go to the victim's residence or place of work. You're not to commit any acts of domestic violence. And I'm appointing contract attorney Douglas Taylor to represent you. Okay. That is done. Okay. All right, on to the next warrant case. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance on all of these cases, but some of them have slightly different release conditions, so we'll go over those. Okay, and your next warrant case, which is the DV criminal damage charge, again, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You have a hearing coming up on September 12th, the same date and time as the other one. That's at 9 a.m. You're not to commit any acts of domestic violence. You're not to have any contact with the alleged victims, and you're not to go to the victim's residence or place of work. I'm again appointing the contract attorney Douglas Taylor to represent you. And okay. All right.
Okay. Right here. Oh. Right here. Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, next warrant case was the DV assault charge. Again, next hearing date is September 12, 2024 at 9 a.m. Excuse me. And you're released on your own recognizance. You're not to commit acts of domestic violence. No contact with the alleged victim. Don't don't go to the victim's residence or place of work. Contract attorney Douglas Taylor is appointed to represent you.
Bless you. Yeah, it's pretty long.
Okay.
but-
Right. Sorry, this is taking a while. Okay, next case is the warrant on the disorderly conduct. That's not a DV case. Setting the hearing for September 12, 2024 at 9 a.m. He's released on his own recognizance, not to have any contact with the victim or the victim's residence or place of work, and Douglas Taylor is appointed to represent him. Okay, and last one here. Okay, last one is the, again, some DV charges. So I'm setting those for September 12, 2024 at 9 a.m. Released on his own recognizance, no acts of domestic violence, no contact with the alleged victim. Don't go to the victim's residence or place of work. And again, I'm appointing Douglas Taylor to represent him. All right, that's the last of them. Mr. Deming, do you have any questions, sir? You were adjourned.
Put on the table. Okay. Got it. Good morning. Artie. Can I get an my third? Why can I announce my third thing? It's just for every show for them. Okay. I already have Caitlin in front of me, use my attorney for one of these cases. It's like, can I have you around her? Okay. I'm confused. I'm just here. Just mistake, just messing her charge. There. Others. I know.
All right. Ma'am, could you please state your full name?
Gabriel, who is during.
Thank you. And,
You're welcome.
So counsel for the state on the possession of narcotics drugs charge, it says dismissed without prejudice. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right, so that charge will be dismissed. So,
You've got other stuff going.
yeah, you've got other stuff, ma'am.
Oh, shit, okay.
So you've got, hang on,
That was years ago, Your Honor.
the narcotics.
Motion to deny all priors to be prejudiced against this current offense.
No idea what you're talking about, ma'am, but.
Can
Hold
you,
on,
can you
ma'am.
discuss? Okay.
It's, you do have the right to remain silent, and I suggest if you have questions, talk to your attorney. But don't talk about your cases, please. It's in your best
Oh, okay.
interest.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Kim, what do? I just don't do an order or what? Well, for the drug charges, that case is dismissed. So what do I do on the conditions of release?
You're gonna change it to this. Should do anything else for you.
Okay. Okay, got you. Dismissed. Dismissed without prejudice. Okay. Great.
So you just.
Let
And
me-
then the other one, if you're keeping in, you can just leave everything else how the way that it is, not change it. If you release them, you just have to change that calendar.
Gotcha. Thank you. All right, so then you have a warrant for possession of or use of dangerous drugs, narcotic drugs, and also drug paraphernalia. That's maybe the one that you were talking about that's from a while ago, but it's still before me, ma'am, so I have to address it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, so in that case, the next hearing is September 11th, 2024 at 1:30. That's a preliminary hearing in Pima County Justice Court. I am setting bond at $750. If bond is posted, you'll be supervised by pretrial services. You're not to possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. So if you do post that bond, you need to make sure and be at that next hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest.
Judge? Judge, sorry. Judge, the felony case in Pima County was dismissed. The case that the other cases in Maricopa County. So, we don't give her, a preliminary hearing date
Gotcha.
in Pima County. So
what, Kim, what do I call that? Okay. Review, is it the same date and time? In custody. It says 9/11 at 1:30. Okay, do I need to go back and fix the other one? I'm sorry, I may have dismissed the wrong one. Give us just a minute. 750. Okay, so this is the one I dismiss?
Yes.
Okay, all right. All right, sorry about that. I made a mistake. But it's not changing the hearing date. I put next event dismissed. It's not changing the hearing date. Yeah. No. Well, no, I changed it to dismissed, but it's not where it says next date. It says October 11th. Should I does that matter?
Yeah, you could leave it. Dismiss it all.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right, so I'll go back to final review, right?
Yes.
Set. Oh. 9/5 4/9. Sorry about 4/9. Okay, here we go. That's the one that we're going forward on. Okay. And you got everything in there already. And that was going to the public defender, correct? Okay. Okay, all right, sorry about that. So the older case, the warrant case is not being dismissed, so I have corrected that now. The next hearing date is October 1st, 2024 at 9 a.m. And that is the review hearing in custody. Bond is set at $750. And I'll just set release conditions as No possession or consumption of alcohol or illegal drugs. That's not being dismissed. Okay. So I click publish, correct? All right, sorry about that mistake. All right, that takes care of the felony matters, and let's move on to the city court matters. So you have a city court case with criminal damage and theft. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance in that matter. So the hearing will be set for October 4th, 2024 at 2 p.m. You're not to return to I'm sorry, that's wrong. The incident location. Not appointing counsel for you on that case because I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. And all right, and then in city court, you also have a warrant on a theft shoplifting charge that'll be heard at the same date and time. So October 4th, 2024 at 2 p.m. And you're released on your own recognizance in that matter. Do you have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor, pertaining to the bond, I'm currently unemployed. I only have like $1,100 in my account. So I'm not trying to drain my account and be homeless. So is there any way that we can lower the bond amount? Because I can only afford like a couple $100. Is that cool? And oh yeah, I don't have an ID because some idiot stole it. So I just have my debit card and all my other cards.
Okay.
So I need to know.
No, what that's on the warrant out of Maricopa County. So that one I'm not going to change. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance on the city court charge.
Okay.
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 Do you have any
Thank
other
you.
questions?
Are you releasing me on my own recognizance today? So I can go and do my NA and AA meetings because I have interviews.
Ma'am.
And then I also,
being held on the Maricopa.
Oh, shit. So I have to pay $77.50 to get out of here? Damn. Oh, God.
Watch the language.
Sorry, sir.
Right.
Sorry, sir. I apologize.
It's okay.
Shoot.
Any questions? Any
No.
other questions? All right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Let me wait for work. Okay,
I will.
yeah.
Thank you.
Forbes.
So it kicked me out of okay. Kicked me out of the system for a moment. All right, hang on. My computer system kicked me out. All right, here we go. Okay, sir, could you please state your full name?
Johnny Forbes.
Thank you. And Mr. Forbes, you've got 2 counts, or 3 counts, excuse me, misconduct involving weapons, prohibited possessor, unlawful discharge of a firearm. You do have the right to remain silent. And in this case, the state is asking for a $5,000 bond. Does the defense counsel wish to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. We'd ask that you consider less of a bond. His last felony offense ended in 2011. And he does have ties to the community. So we'd ask that you consider something less. He's unemployed.
Okay. Any response from the state?
Judge, we're still asking for the $5,000 bond, given the nature of the offense where he had a firearm and he discharged it in city limits. Per the IC, it indicated that there was a vehicle that had been shot several times. Given those reasons, we're asking for the $5,000 bond.
Like about the case. This is just conditions of the case.
Is there a bond amount that he could post?
It says no.
Okay. Okay, then I'm gonna set bond at $5,000. If bond is posted, he'll be supervised by pretrial services. The next hearing is September 11th, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. Sir, please listen to me.
Yes, sir.
I'm also ordering that he not possess firearms or weapons, that he surrender any firearms that he does have, that he not have contact with the alleged victims or return to the incident location, and I'm appointing the public defender to represent him. Sir, do you have any questions?
Yeah, but I see, I'm in a HUD VASH program for my housing, and I don't have no money to get a bond. And just there wasn't no incident with nobody.
Okay, so when you talk,
But,
talk to your lawyer, you can talk about filing a motion. Okay, when you talk to your lawyer, you can talk about filing a motion to modify the conditions of the lease.
I can ask Judge right now.
He just ruled.
Judge, would you reconsider the rule? I don't have any money, and I lose my housing for the HUD VASH program at the VA. I mean, I'm tied to the community, and I wish you just release me on my own return. I haven't did nothing to nobody.
Okay. Well, I have to set a bond in some amount, and you said that.
I don't.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. I'm still talking. You said that any amount would be, you wouldn't be able to post. So that's why I'm leaving it at $5,000. All right. Thank you. We're adjourned.
Go downstairs.
All right, sir. Could you please state your full name?
Joshua David Garcia.
All right, sir. And you have felony charges, which are possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of narcotic drugs. And then you also have a city court case, which is disorderly conduct, domestic violence ×3, and then assault, domestic violence. You do have the right to remain silent. And let's deal first with the felony matter. So there's no recommendation from the state. And defense counsel would be eligible for smart court, is that correct?
It's correct.
Okay.
And actually, the state recommended pretrial services release.
Oh, you did? Okay. I didn't have that.
That's correct, Judge.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry, I do see that. Okay. All right, so in that case, okay, so in the felony matter, I am going to release him to pretrial services. His next hearing is September 23rd, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. Mr. Garcia, you do need, I'm sorry, that's the preliminary hearing. I'll give you the smart court hearing date in a moment. So that's September 23rd, 2024 at 1:30. That's a preliminary hearing. You also have a smart court hearing on September 10th, 2024 at 9 a.m. And you're not to Okay, so that's all non-BV. All right, and you're not to possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. You do need to make both of those hearings. If you miss either of those, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so we got the felony taken care of. Let's move on to the city court case. Give me just a moment. Okay. Hang on, I'm just going through your release conditions, sir. I'll get to you in just a moment. Okay, sir, for the city court case, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You have a hearing coming up October 8th, 2024 at 1:30. That's in Tucson City Court. So you got three hearings coming up in three different places. So you need to keep track of all those hearings, sir. And then in this case, you're not to commit any acts of domestic violence. You're not to contact the victim or go to the victim's residence or place of work. I'm not appointing an attorney to represent you in the city court case because I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Igo?
I go.
Igo?
Okay, sir, could you please state your full name?
Alan Igo.
Thank you. And Mr. Igo, you have two counts, aggravated assault and criminal damage. You do have the right to remain silent. And I understand that there's a victim present on this case. Is that correct? I'm
Judge,
not
it
asking
looks
you,
like,
sir.
sorry, Judge, it looks like the victim representative has disconnected. She had been on for most of the morning court.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so in this case, the county is asking for the state, excuse me, $50,000 bond. Defense counsel, do you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor, appears that he has no criminal felony arrest history and no DUI arrests. Previously, he has a job and he's living with his mother.
Okay. All right, and response from the state?
Judge, the victim representative reached out to the state this morning indicating that the victim and the victim's family object to the defendant's release from custody. Given the severe injuries to the victim and the fact that we don't know exactly how bad it is, given that in the interim complaint, it does say that the victim coded, was rushed into emergency surgery where they had to resuscitate her, and then she's in the ICU on life-threatening status. Given all of that and the fact that he ran a red light and he had several broken bottles of alcohol in his vehicle, we are asking for the $50,000 bond, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, I am going to set bond at $50,000. The next hearing will be the preliminary hearing on September 11th, 2024 at 1:30. If bond is posted He'll be supervised by pretrial services. He's not to drive without a valid license. He's not to possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. He's not to have any contact with the alleged victim or go to the victim's residence or place of work. I'm appointing the public defender to represent him. And Mr. Igo, if you do happen to post bond, you need to be present at that next hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. All right. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you. We're adjourned.
Nancy?
All right, sir. Could you please state your full name?
Justin, excuse me, Justin Riker Massey.
Thank you. And Mr. Massey, you have one count, which is criminal damage. You do have the right to remain silent. And see what the state's recommendation. The state is recommending release to pretrial services. Is that, I assume that's acceptable to the defense?
That is.
Okay. The moment. Okay, I'm going to release Mr. Massey on his own, or excuse me, release him to pretrial services. His next hearing is September 23rd, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. That's in Pima County Justice Court. Mr. Massey, you do need to be present at that next hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I'm ordering that you not drive without a valid license, you not possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. Doesn't say who the victim of the damage is on the interim complaint, but I'm ordering that he not have any contact with the alleged victim. And then he's not to return to the incident location. And I'm appointing the public defender to represent him. Sir, do you have any questions?
No, not at this time. Okay.
I should get other people too.
All right, sir, could you please state your full name?
I guess I'm done.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Still.
All right. Hey, there's no doubt. Thank you.
Peralta?
Peralta. Sir, could you please state your full name?
Yes, Nicholas Lee Peralta.
Thank you. And Mr. Peralta, you've got multiple counts here. You've got narcotic sales, dangerous drug sales, misconduct involving weapon, a prohibited possessor, and misconduct involving weapons during the course of a felony offense. Under the law, you do have the right to remain silent. And the state is asking for a $10,000 bond. Does defense counsel wish to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. He has He's a lifelong resident of Tucson, Tucson, but he's currently living in Sierra Vista, with his mother, and, he's employed at this time.
All right, any response from the state?
Judge, he had 3 different types of drugs, illegal drugs, and high quantities of each of those, and he had a loaded pistol, even though he's a prohibited possessor. So that's why we're asking for the $10,000 bond.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna set bond at $10,000. If bond is posted, he'll be supervised by pretrial services. His next hearing date is September 11th, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. Mr. Peralta, if you do happen to post bond, you do need to be present at that next hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Also, the other release conditions will be not to possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs, not to possess firearms or weapons, surrender any firearms that you do have, not to return to the incident location. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. And sir, do you have any questions?
Is that bond secure or unsecured?
It's a cash bond, sir.
So that's
Cash, not secured.
I don't understand.
Cash or secured, I guess.
That's not.
Cash or secured.
Oh.
So you could do it. You can post it on cash or secure.
So everybody says that.
One.
Second and fine. That's what we're saying. So well.
Right. So I should understand.
Okay. One of them is just happen.
Correct.
It's like just fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take seconds enough.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
They're gonna get released on.
The ones that released it, I saw,
No, but I'm sorry, was I?
I don't know. That's what I decided.
All right, sir, could you please state your full name?
Jose Luis Peraza, Kozarleski.
Thank you. And Mr. Peraza, you have counts of prohibited possessor, domestic violence, aggravated assault, disorderly conduct with a weapon. You do have the right to remain silent. And in this case, the state is asking for a $7,500 bond. Any response from the defense? I'm sorry, defense counsel, go ahead.
He has an ICE hold, so we'd ask that you send a nominal bond so that he won't get transferred to ICE custody.
Okay. Is that correct, state?
Judge, I didn't have any information about an ICE hold. I would assume the jail would have that information and they would have a better update than me.
Okay.
That's where I got me.
Your Honor, this is the jail. There is an ICE hold.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, hang on just a moment. Okay, I'm going to set bond at $7,500. If bond is posted, he'll be supervised by pretrial services. That was the request, right?
Correct, Judge.
Okay. All right, the next hearing is September 11th, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. Mr. Peraza, if you happen to post bond I don't know what's going to happen with the ICE hold, but if you happen to be released, you do need to be present at that next hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I'm going to order no consumption or possession of alcohol or illegal drugs, no possession of firearms or weapons, surrender any firearms, no contact with the alleged victim, and do not return to the incident location, and have appointed the public defender's office to represent the defendant.
Okay, so.
Do you have any questions?
No, I don't, Your Honor. You have a good day. Thank you.
You too. Okay, sir, could you please state your full name?
Alan Romero.
All right, Mr. Romero, you were picked up on a warrant. Looks like the charges are failure to appear, vehicle theft, and Kim, is that from Santa Cruz County? Aguas PD. Okay. All right, sir, you do have the right to remain silent, but it's saying it's giving me a report of Pima County Justice Court. All right, sir. I'm setting I can't, someone's talking, I can't hear. Okay. I'm setting bond at $500. You have an in custody review hearing set for October 1st, 2024 at 9 a.m. I'm not appointing an attorney to represent you because this is a warrant from Nogales PD. Do you have any questions, sir?
So they wouldn't be squashing that warrant?
At this point, it's an active warrant. So we're setting the in custody review to see if they've picked you up on the warrant yet. So the bond is just to hold you so that they can pick you up if they want to. But it's an active warrant at this point.
If you post bond, you just need to report to Santa Cruz County. So you can post bond on this.
But so I had called them and tried to we had squashed the warrant. It was squashed when I because that was part of my conditions released from pretrial services. And they ran my name just recently and it didn't pop up. But I don't know if it was just failed communication or what.
It could be a mistake, sir, but what I have before me says it's still active. Do you have any other questions?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned. Okay. All right, sir, could you please state your full name?
Luis Darian Sanchez.
Thank you. And Mr. Sanchez, you've got two cases. You've got a felony case and the charge is unlawful flight. And then you've got some misdemeanor charges, a separate case, reckless driving and criminal speeding. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. Let's deal with the misdemeanor cases first. And hang on just a moment. Oops, sorry, that's the one. Okay, so I am going to release you on your own recognizance. Your next hearing is October 1st, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. That's with Pima County Justice Court. That's a criminal arraignment. If you're not present at that hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Sir.
Okay. And I'm ordering that you not drive without a valid license. I'm not appointing an attorney at this time since I am releasing you on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
Okay. So hang on, we got another case to deal with, but we're adjourned on that matter. Okay, let's move to the felony matter. All right, so in that case, the state is recommending release to pretrial services. And so I'm going to release you to pretrial services. And your next hearing is September 23rd, 2024 at 1:30 p.m.
All right.
Again, I'm going to order that you not drive without a valid license. I am appointing the public defender to represent you in that case. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Could you please state your full name, sir?
Bertram Floyd Simmons.
Thank you. And Mr. Simmons, you got one count, which is misconduct with weapons. That's as a prohibited possessor. You do have the right to remain silent, and the state is asking for a bond of $2,500. You also have a warrant, but we'll deal with that separately. So does the defense counsel wish to be heard?
Judge, we ask that you consider release to the supervision of pretrial services. He states he's employed full-time and he's got ties to the community for at least 10 years.
Okay. Any response from the state?
Judge, we're still asking for the $2,500 bond, given that he was a prohibited possessor and was pawning a firearm, and he has 6 prior felony convictions and a history of failing to appear.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Maybe that's one.
From the defense, is there a bond amount that he could post?
So.
You could post $1,000.
1,000? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have something like feeling like. I was like, I'm trying to get off from. Actually, just very expect. If anybody to show us about their intention.
Okay, sir, I'm gonna set bond at $1,000. If bond is posted, you'll be supervised by pretrial services. You do have a preliminary hearing coming up. You have a preliminary hearing coming up September 11th, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. If you do post bond, you need to be present at that hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I'm also ordering that you not possess alcohol, possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You're not to possess firearms or weapons, and you're to surrender any firearms. I'm hearing somebody talk over the microphone. Okay, you're not to possess firearms or weapons. You're to surrender any weapons that you do have. And I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. Make sure I've got everything. Okay, so we'll move on to the next case, which is the warrant matter. And that.
He did? Oh, he bonded out on the warrant.
He did, okay.
Okay.
So let me just set it. And did he already get the hearing date or does he need that?
He has the hearing date already.
Okay, so Kim, what do you'll get it? All right. All right, thank you. All right, we're adjourned. Thank you.
So you're gonna call the other. Figure it out.
Hey, sit down with the emails. Sit down with the.
Seconds.
Thank you.
There it is.
All right, could you please state your full name?
Daniel Stevens.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Stevens, you have a felony charge, which is theft of means of transportation. That's a class 3 felony, excuse me. You also have 2 warrants out of justice court. One is for driving on a suspended license and failure to appear. And then the second is also for driving on a suspended license. You do have the right to remain silent. We'll start with the criminal charge. And in that case, the state has recommended release to pretrial services. So we'll set, I will release you to pretrial services. I'm going to set the hearing date for September 23rd, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. You do need to be present at that hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I'm ordering that you have no contact with the alleged victim. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. All right. Okay, let's move on to the warrant cases. So for the warrant cases, for both matters, Mr. Stevens, they're recommending a bond of $500 in both warrant cases. Are you able to post that amount?
Negative.
Did you say yes?
No.
No? Is there an amount that you could post?
No.
Okay. Were you aware of those two warrants?
I know. I know I had a ticket. Wow, but I forgot about. I don't remember.
Okay. So you were somewhat aware of it, but you're not sure of the
Yeah,
details.
I had one, but I thought I went to court on it, but then I don't remember it.
Okay. All right, hang on, sir. Just checking everything here. All right, sir, for your two warrant cases, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You have a hearing set for September 13th, 2024 at 9 a.m. You do need to be present at that hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I'm ordering that you not drive without a valid license. I'm not appointing you an attorney on those two cases because I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We're adjourned.
That's it. That's it. Isn't it?
Mr. Uriarte, do you recognize me? I'm from Padilla Tribal Court.
Yeah, I might have read.
Yeah.
Might have seen it, but
All right, counsel, just for everybody's reference, Mr. Uriarte, I don't think he has any pending cases in the Pasquayaki Tribal Court. Do you have any pending cases that you're aware of, Mr. Uriarte?
no, I don't.
Yeah.
I just have.
Yeah, he's had several cases that were dismissed without prejudice based on mental competency. So just to make you aware of those. All right, Mr. Uriarte, you've got a felony matter, and then you've got multiple warrants. We'll go through each of them separately, but you do have the right to remain silent. And let's address the felony matter first. And it says dismiss without prejudice. Is that the state's position?
Yes, Judge, it's personal possession under the issuing threshold, so we're asking to dismiss without prejudice.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, so I've done that. Okay, so let's move on to the warrants. All right, the first one is for shoplifting. Make sure I've got the right one here. Okay. All right, and the Mr. Oriarte, were you aware that you had all these warrants?
No, they didn't tell me anything about him. And by the time I went to Walmart, they had arrested me because I thought I had drugs, but they told me that I only had a hat on. That they said I was shoplifting for with a hat.
Well,
That
hold on, sir. Let's not talk about the facts of the case, but so you're saying you didn't know that you had all these warrants?
Yeah.
Yes, you did not?
No, I didn't know.
Okay. All right, if I release you on your own recognizance on all of these, do you promise to appear?
Yeah.
Okay, because they're gonna sit out there if you don't show up for the hearing. You understand that?
Yes.
You can get picked up again on the warrants. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna give you some hearing dates, so hang on, let me go through all these. Okay, for the first shoplifting case, you have a hearing, your arraignment on October 1st, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. If you don't appear, if you don't show up for that hearing, a warrant's going to issue for your arrest. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Yes, you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're not to go back to the location of the incident. Okay? All right, we'll go on to the next one.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just going to go through these and give you the same hearing date for everything. So you just have one hearing date for all those warrant hearings, okay?
Okay.
All right, so it's the same for all of them, October 1st at 8:30. All right, I'm not ignoring you. I'm going through all the warrants here. You got a lot here. That's why it's taking so long. Okay, so for all of your warrant cases, you got the same hearing October 1st at 8:30. That's at Pima County Justice Court. Like I said, you need to be there. If you're not there, they're going to issue warrants on all these cases again. So if you want to get all this resolved, you need to show up. Okay, sir?
Okay.
You have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, good luck to you. We're adjourned.
Hey, sir.
All right, council, I think that does it.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Justin.